All right, welcome back. Day 4 in a row. Crazy. We're actually back for a fourth day. Flying solo again as Valeros has decided to do this crazy thing called work. Apologies as my chat function doesn't seem to be up too well. I do have Twitch chat. For some reason, can't get the YouTube chat. So if you're chatting on YouTube, you have my sincerest apologies as I'm trying to get this bad boy to show up. It's not doing the greatest. But we persevere. So I am Rune the Gaming Dad. We are back on Scorched Earth. Might try for some talents tonight, but really the biggest thing we're going to do is go for some Deathworm. So we're in the middle of a superheat. Hence my near-death experience here with the heat stroke. Finally went away. I don't want to subject people to the heat stroke problem, but it's a for real thing. So we are going for Deathworms tonight. I want to be able to, hey Cindy C, and then of course Val. Sorry, now that I have the YouTube chat up, I wish I didn't. No, I don't. So for those that don't know, so Valeros is working, so he likes to invade my live stream. Even though, would you like to? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad Valeros is here. While we get on the Wyvern, I'm going to tell a story. So last night in after the stream or this morning, there was a person in my tribe that said, "Hey, I'm going to go do something when I get off of work in the morning. I'm going to make something happen." And that's going to I'm going to build this boss platform. The one that was supposed to be right there. I'm going to turn the clouds off just so we can get a really super great view of this awesome non-existent boss platform. So I wish he were here to tell you, but since he can't, it gives me great joy and great pleasure to say that he fell asleep in his car after work. And in the chat, so those of you that are watching on Twitch, we're dual streaming to YouTube as well. It's apparently an invisible boss platform, and built at an angle, so that's super tough. So can't wait to get the Wonder Woman invisible plane situation out of the way and see how that goes. So yeah, so you did this to yourself because this was not going to come up, but you did this to yourself by jumping in the chat while you're at work, mind you. So you did this to yourself. So no, actually, what I'm on the hunt for is an alpha Deathworm because I want to see how this Lightning Wyvern does against an alpha Deathworm. And I could go to the island and hunt alphas in the water, but the chances of me killing one of my tribe mate's precious dinos is pretty good. So, and we need some water. So I'm going to avoid both of those things. Yeah, Valero says thankfully the AC was still running in his car when he fell asleep in said car. That would have really sucked because then it would have been Ruin the Gaming Dead solo for eternity. And I can't do that much work. So I can't do all this breeding and building stuff. I'm more of the serf, the servant of the group. I can't do all that stuff. So I'm glad the AC was still running. See, now he's telling me which dino to take. I'm gonna go over the island. One, you have so many cryofridges over there. I have no idea where to even find this thing. Because my bedroom over there is like the Flintstones. I do have a vault though. We need to go beyond Blue Ob, I believe, to find what we're looking for. It's out here, I think. So, yeah. I'll make my way over there. I just want to get some Deathworm stuff done. And have some fun. And maybe get some more talents, since, we're going to need them. So, I'm looking for the pillars, and I think I'm striking out here because I'm getting distracted by two different chats, which aren't showing up on my fun little screen. So usually I have a nice little doc that shows everything for me, all the chats in one, but such is life, it's not working. Oh, hey, this the superheat's over. Fantastic. I'm going to get rid of the chat function here. I don't know if Valeros even watched the stream from last night where I accidentally killed myself with the wyvern on accident. And the best part about it was I was telling people what not to do on a wyvern, which is use the attack, like the lightning bolt, like that, and then jump off your dino because you're going to get killed. Sadly, the game lagged, as it does, right when that happened, and it killed me anyway. So, yeah. No, Valka, you're fine. I can take a peek over. I've got both chats open on the right-hand side. I just got to take a peek over from time to time. That's all good. And I stammed out. That's what I get for talking to tribe mates on here. Stammed out. Brutal. Did have a fun Discord conversation with a subscriber, and was talking about starting their own little channel, and had a fun conversation. So I will, if that person wants me to tell them who they are down the road, I will. But just getting started in the YouTube game and Twitch game, and had some questions. So I was happy to oblige and happy to kind of have some chats and make them feel a little more comfortable about what they were doing and how to do it, and it was a lot of fun. So what I'm looking for is pillars. So unfortunately, the person that built a train track all the way around the desert has either pulled it up or it has decayed. But yeah, he's quite the wizard, Cindy. Yeah, he's for sure. He's a wizard. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, that's for sure. I don't, And he waited all day to tell me that story too. It wasn't like he could have told me right away. Like when he woke up, like, oh, hey, listen, this is what happened to me. No, he waited till like 6 o'clock because he knew I was going to log on tonight, expect this awesome boss platform, and be like, this is amazing. And then not see squat. And then understand, hey, something must have went down. So, yeah. But no, ultimately, I'm just trying to look around this little spot and see if for some reason, somehow I can get an alpha Deathworm to come up and see how well this thing survives. So, oh, that, you know what, Cindy, now that you're in both, that's a little troubling. I appreciate it, but to hear me in stereo sound, most people don't like hearing me in regular sound, much less stereo sound. So, yeah, Godspeed to you. But I would have figured it out. He says I went to bed at least as soon as I got out of my car. At least I told you. Well, so in this new world of me streaming often when I play, you telling me things like that is going to end up being public knowledge. So you might want to keep those things to yourself until post-stream. Like text me at like midnight when you know I'm in bed. So I get it in the morning. But I have been guaranteed, actually I haven't been guaranteed, but I'm just going to throw down the gauntlet right now that you're going to build this boss platform thing in the morning. I have faith. I don't know if it's poorly placed or not, but I have faith that you'll get it done. I miss the days of Valeros and I traveling on a wyvern and a giga to make this happen. And you used to be able to hit the K mode here and look underneath and be able to see them, but they kind of scratched that. I have heard you can still use a... Hey, here we go. It doesn't look like it's glowing now. Ah, that's a cool looking one though. That you can use a FASO and still see under the ground and see these things coming, so we'll see. Let's see if I get like 4 again. Where's my 4? Rolling the dice for black pearls. 4? 0. That stuff. That's brutal. That's a really great way to start. Yeah, now you got people telling you. So I will turn on the bits. I think I have to be affiliate in order to be able to do that. So there's a few more things to go, a few more followers to go. I think we can do that. And this is somebody who's left their boss team out here for what seems like eternity. Um, they look cool with the skin on them, but that's about it. I'm gonna head to the trench because we still need those. Again, after I stream, I'm probably gonna go for a little over an hour tonight, but I want to do some more research on all things Twitch, as it has been a little weird. I haven't known anything about it because we've never been affiliates, so I haven't had the opportunity to really dive in and take a look at what's what and how that all works. So, yes, even regular. I think, God, what's those little things called in the ocean? Those give more than 0. The trilobites, they give more black pearls than that just did. Yes, it's unfortunate. So let's see. It should be very low pop as it's 1x, so we should be able to come across a wyvern pretty quick. I say that, and then there's squat. That's tough. So I have a question. Are you even working right now? Don't you work in a place where you have to like pay attention to what you're doing? Or am I in earphones, or what's going on here? Because I thought you had to pay attention. What do we got there? I'm pretty sure it's a lightning wyvern. Because it hasn't done... Yeah, it's definitely a lightning wyvern. Come on up here, dear. Ooh, that one was a little... Oh, that's not going to work. Don't even use that. Again, I find it difficult that the lightning wyvern attack may do something to me, but not to him. Die! Oh, that was a 140. How disappointing. Oh, there's one. Oh, that Ceratosaurus looks super happy to see me. Sorry, buddy. There you go. No, you can hear your machine running. Is that a good thing? That's not a good thing. Yeah, that's whoa. Valkill, I'm glad you finally got the Windows update. That's a total screw that they could get the Steam version done, but not the Windows done. Yeah, we've already had this conversation about fighting them in the nest. We've already had this conversation. You know what somebody could do? Somebody could do a video on that and how to easily kill wyverns and just pop it up on the old Google Drive and let a homie edit it for you and put it out. All these good things. Truth be told, the stream is only going to last so long tonight because I do have editing to do tonight for the bee taming video, which I may give Valeros a lot of crap, but that video's awesome, and I can't wait for people to see it because, as I've said to many people that have asked me if I'm good at this game, I would say that I am experienced at this game, and here I'll land for you. And when I die from this poison wyvern, I'm coming for you. Okay, maybe that helped. Valeros is definitely better at the game than I am, by a sizable margin. I would say that my talent lies in being experienced in playing the game, so I at least know what I'm doing, but he's definitely more talented at the game than I am. Might be something to do with him leaving 5 accounts on it once and having like 40 million hours into the game. I don't know. Could be something to do with it. Are you listening to me on AirPods? Oh, hello. Oh. Well, I won't bother you. You're clearly in the middle of something. And that looks like another player. So there's like 3 people on the server, and every one of them are in the wyvern nest. Yes. And if it was up to Valeros with those pretty colors on the wyverns, I would have picked up all the eggs, which is also another etiquette thing. So you just want me? So you are wearing AirPods. So you just want me to keep talking, or is there anything specific you want me to talk about? Talk about my day. What the heck is that? Is that a dead one? Or is that a person? No, that's a person. Well, you pissed that guy off. Okay. Okay, there you go. I thought it took me a long time to kill a wyvern. Jeez. So what would you be listening to if you weren't listening to me? And what focus do you have at work? if you had AirPods in all the time. I wish I had that life. Just work with AirPods all night. That's pretty killer. I like that. Oh, about how you're a chibi simp? You are a chibi simp, which is the reason why I haven't done a Gamma boss fight just to get some element, because I'm, quote, have to wait for all 9 alts of Valeros to get on a boss fight so he can get 9,000 rolls of a chibi, just in case one comes across that he really wants. Oh, you watch Netflix. Well, that's productive. Remind me not to buy anything from your factory. Where'd you go? Speaking of simp, where's this thing at? So what are you watching on Netflix? That's what I really want to know. So what's the factory playlist for Netflix? Oh boy, that's a good time to kind of the game to freak out right whenever this is going on. Where are you going, son? Yeah, here we go. This is the whole conversation of why we need to make sure we take 1,000 different alts that just sit in the corner while we do boss fights, because he wants to sell Phoenix chibis for tech. For those that may be watching this and don't know the whole trading Discord life, it's pretty intense. Something I've never understood, and I let Valeros handle all that. I did tell them the story last night of a Game of Thrones. Oh boy. I did tell them the story last night of how I was on the island server for like 35 seconds, and somebody's like, "Is Valeros on? I want to buy some pyromanes." I'm like, "Jeez." Well, I'm. Oh, you're a player. Get out of the way, turd. We're going the wrong. You just get out of here. Oh, here we go. Are you? Oh. Okay, so clearly this is not going to go well, because I should just myrtleize this thing for him. I don't know what this person is doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna, if you set me on fire, that'd be not fair. Yeah, Exploding Kitten series, absolutely. We're gonna need another 4x weekend so we can raise these pyromanes in 10 minutes. Because I do want to take a pyromane into the caves just to see how it does. And I want to take it someplace that's a kind of less stressful, so I can try out this kind of AI attack, or this thing when it's on a shoulder and it shoots for you. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I don't have the opportunity to do that yet. There was some lag at the bottom of that trench, so you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of lag with not a lot of people on, but I think no matter how good they do, 10-ish hours. Yeah, that's close. 10 minutes, 10 hours, it's all the same. If I only had element over here to make tech drops, life would be so much simpler. I keep hitting this kid. 10 hours, 10 minutes, it's the same thing. But if I only had tech drops over here, I probably could raise them right now. If I only had the element. It's tough. Wonder where I could get some. I think I can get them from a boss fight. You came on this stream. You could go back to watching Netflix. You did this to you. You did this to yourself. Remind me if you ever go live during the day to not get on the stream, because that's going to go really bad. Because if one thing I know is payback's a bitch. And I don't need that in my life. There's some talons. I'm not taking your element. You worked hard for that element. I'm not that guy. I have never once come over there and taken anything from that base. I've let you run that sucker ever since Scorched came out. Except for the secret 4 pyromane babies I took yesterday. 5 actually, because one of them was twins. But you weren't going to breed them before 4X ended anyway. So when I got there and saw that, I could do that, I figured that was the right thing. Yeah, I did use the best trick once. I'm done using your tricks. Oh, that's a 180. Wonder where that egg's at. It's more exciting this way. Instead of sitting in a wyvern nest just like chomping away. Besides, this gives me a chance to French fry them. If I don't miss. Besides, like, you can kill water jug bugs out here. That's way more fun. I mean, like, what I could really do is just take the thyla out and kill everything. You want this 180 egg if I can find it? Oh, I'm out of stam. Die. Thank you. Everybody please hold because someone from home office is calling me and that's never a good thing. Time to make more phone calls because stuff isn't getting done. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to need another interruption because something that was supposed to happen tonight didn't. So I'm trying to figure out why. I'm sure that phone's going to ring at some point. And the stream may come to an abrupt end tonight because I may have to drive up and go get it done myself. Trust but verify, people. Unreal. Oh, jeez. I didn't think you were anything. Ridiculous. Upsetting. if you're going to get in my way and try to get this out of there, then I'll try to at least clear it out for you, but you kind of snuck up on me there, Chief. There you go. Peace out, Boy Scout. And I'm waiting on a phone call, unfortunately, from somebody to tell me what the heck is going on. That would suck to have a 28-minute stream, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can find out. It's getting a little heavy here. There's a lot of people in the trench tonight. There really shouldn't be, considering there's not a lot going on, but we definitely need more than this many Talons. What are you doing? Why are you stuck? That looks like a player. Alright, let's heal up a little bit here before we continue on this route, because that's getting a little dicey with that fire wyvern and the phone ringing all at the same time. Oh, I was like, what the heck was that? It's like some RG falling from the sky. Yeah, there's some Ceratosaurus just doing some work there. Let me drop these talents off, because I have a feeling my phone is going to... Am I going on a trip this week? Yes, sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to 9 things at once here. Yes, leaving Saturday morning for Disney World. So it should be a whole lot of fun. Considering hopefully I can get done what I need to get done here. I wanted to try and have like 7 days of streams before I left. I thought that'd be kind of fun, and then let Valeros take his streaming on. But I also want to get some videos planned out for the following week. So alright, so my phone has rang for like the 900th time in the middle of this stream. So I'm just going to do a quick be right back so I can handle whatever business I need to. I shall return momentarily. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Crisis averted. Moving on. Moving on with life. Well, that wyvern will not be able to be taken to take on any deathworms. Part of me feels like I should go over to the island just to mess with it, just to see if I could actually kill any. What did you say? Alpha somethings or other? But I know if I go over there, I'm going to get something killed. Let me try one more time. We'll use a different wyvern. Yeah, this one's just fine. We'll try one more time to try and find a alpha deathworm. And then we'll run one more time through the trench, see if we can get any more talons. And since my focus on talons was gone for the last 5.5 minutes, it was what it was. It's okay. Murder everything. Yeah. Some people almost got a talking to. In fact, they will be getting a talking to. But can't do that now. Crying over spilled milk is generally not the proper way to do things. So, cooler heads prevail. But anyway, yes, it is probably better for me to go through the island and try and kill them that way, but Valorous much more experienced at those things, and I want to try to find a good way to find these deathworms more often than I am. So, and unfortunately with 4X, I spent the entire time trying to raise wyverns. I wanted to try and get metal, because I wanted to start trying to build a train track here, but there's so many things, so many pillars around that I don't think I'll be able to do that. But I could start that work on the center, and we may swing by the center before it's all said and done tonight, just to see if we can get some of the train tracks built on the center, because that's going to be a whole lot of fun to have that giant train tracks all the way to the metal cave. So we'll take one more round through here and see if we can find anything. It is part of the Cindy. It's part of the Bob's Tall Tales DLC. It's actually right here. I'll show you under Bob's Tall Tales. So you can get all this kind of fun stuff. The platform cart, again, that's another video that's coming out that I'm going to have to test and see if we can do the kind of mobile feeding station thing that was given to me by somebody. But there's your locomotive. Again, not the most expensive thing to make. All things considered, it's not that bad. This is the train car where you can put actual stuff on it. Pretty sure we can put a forge on there, and there's your train track. So not the most expensive thing. It's a lot of wood, but where we are in the center in the redwoods, getting wood's not a problem. So I don't want to steal any metal that those that have been out on the center for us. I don't like taking people's stuff, and I can't take it from here and take it with me because the transfers aren't open yet. But oh, you dirty dog, where were you yesterday? So I give you an Oasisaur. This is one of the things that Valorous and I talked about maybe trying to get yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I would have liked, because they're extremely hard to find. Because I'm gonna let it go away from me for a minute, because I want to show how far, like, the render distance for these things is not, unless they've improved it, sucks. So you can see how we see all these dinos. Well, that's far better than what it was, because when we did this before, yeah, there it is. See how it disappears? If you're just flying around looking for one, that's how close you have to be for it to render in. And that's actually better than what it was before. So I just felt like murdering something there. Unfortunately, from what I have tried to tame one of these, it didn't go well because it was glitchy. There's been many different ways to say to do it, because you basically have vultures come at you. You got to kill something you love, a high level dino, put it in this little lake up here, right there. You drop the essence. I think it's into the inventory of the thing, right down here, and you put it in its inventory in here. And you see there's a little buff down there. It's like Gaia's Embrace. I don't even know what it does. I think it gives you some health regen. And then you can sit here with like a flamethrower and brutalize any of the wyverns or the vultures that come at you. Or I tried using it with a fire wyvern because it does kind of a good job, but you don't want to hit the oasisaur when you do that. And the problem is when it's floating like this, you can't. It has to be sitting there. It has to be sitting still. So if you, we'll just, yeah, because that was, and now of course nothing happens because it's flying. But that was the way it worked before when I tried to tame it before. So I don't think anybody's. I don't know what. See, you would think that with the firewire when it worked amazing. I brutalized one of these, but because it makes kind of a noise when it's getting hit. Let me see if I can get out in front of it. Hit the head. Yeah, nothing's really happening. It might be invulnerable when it's up in the air. I don't know. I doubt it. But yeah, either way, it kind of sucked. I couldn't get it tamed because one of the vultures got stuck in its head, and I couldn't get to it without using the flame breath, and then the flame breath killed the oasisaur. So it was kind of just pointless, all things considered. But yeah, it was what it was. But depending on how much metal's in the center, we'll take one more round through here to see if we can find an alpha deathworm. But I kind of want to build our first train track tonight just to see, or build a couple, because even on 1x I can get a crap ton of wood with a chainsaw, and I'm pretty sure we have a chainsaw over there. So, because the train tracks from the base are going to be just massive, and I'd love for them to log in. The kind of group that we have, a couple of guys with us that work with Valeros that play alongside with us, and for the second time tonight I've gone the wrong way. We've done a really great job of kind of building up the center base, and granted it was 4x over the weekend, but truly suffering through until transfers open. And the hard part, I think, is going to be when they announce Aberration this weekend, which I believe will be September. If they're going to do this same nonsense where transfers are supposed to open for the center and they launch the Aberration map, like that's going to suck if both of those happen at the same time again. Ooh, that's a cool looking mantis. I have tamed one of these before. What level are you? Oh, well, I have a spyglass for a reason. Oh, bye-bye. Taming a mantis kind of sucks. I think I did it on 2x though, so it wasn't as bad because I had plenty of deathworm horns from messing around here. But yeah, something that I think would early on, like before, was really cool to have was a mantis because of its gathering ability. But then it just, when you think about, especially in Evolve, like the Magmasaur, things like that, it just made it kind of pointless to tame a mantis. I did watch a 100 days video. There's a YouTuber I watch, Rampy, I think he did the majority of this map with mantis. He does little challenges where you can only tame one type of dino and try to beat the map, and I think he did this one with a mantis. I think it's either that or dire wolves, one of the two. But if you haven't seen Rampy's stuff, it's kind of cool because he does these really wacky, weird 100-day challenges that you wouldn't think would be doable. I think he beat the island with just raptors. I know that, which I thought was really interesting because he just bred them up to get some of the stats up, tamed some very high-level ones with high-level melees and things like that, and was able to get it done, which I thought was really neat. So usually around here in these pillars, you get one to kind of... In the old days, you used to do this, and it would attract deathworms. Like if you had one at least semi-close to you, and you did this little wyvern thing here with the wings, they came at you hard. But I don't know if that's a mechanic in Ascended. And the hard part is, normally you see like the sand kind of bubbling up, but if you look over there on the right, you can see the aesthetics of the sand dunes make it think like there's a sandworm over there and there's not, or a deathworm over there, there's not. I just watched Dune like 3 nights ago, so I got sandworm on my mind. Dune Part 2. Is this Ark? It is. Brian, it is. This is Ark Survival Ascended, and this is Scorched Earth. We're kind of in a boring part. Sorry to show you that this is kind of like this is the sand. But we can take you inward here to see a little bit of Scorched Earth, and then we're actually going to go over to the center so you can see what the center looks like. Yeah, showing off the desert isn't really probably the best thing to show off in Ark, so we'll go through here. But yeah, definitely. I mean, the jury's out for some people on whether they like Ascended over Evolved, and if you look at the Steam player, concurrent Steam players, Evolved still actually has more concurrent players than Ascended. And truth be told, I don't blame those people because of the fact that there's not as many maps. So if you wanted to kind of beat the game or go through the game itself, yeah, Evolve's the only way to do it because they have all the maps. But the lack of official servers kind of makes that tough, so you have to have your own private server, which again on Evolved is not expensive. The Ascended ones are, but Evolved ones aren't. But I would, when this came out, I wanted to try it, and the aesthetics of it are so much better, and they should, as of a few days ago, the founder of the game or original developer of the game said that they are upgrading to Unreal Engine 5.4 by the end of the summer, which should fix a lot of things. Again, I've heard that before, that this is going to fix X, Y, Z, and it never does. But that is the hope, that this Unreal Engine 5.4 does a lot of optimizations and makes it, I think, a little less taxing on the system. So that's the hope. One thing I do like about Ascended over Evolved is you can control the clouds. So I've already turned the clouds off, and you can do the same thing if you do volumetric cloud and just delete cloud and do fog at 0. It kills some of that stuff in the trench, so it makes it easier to see. It actually helps your FPS a little bit. I'm on a 3080 Ti Founders Edition card, and I'm not on max settings by any means. I'm on high and I guess I am, but I have light bloom and motion blur off and things like that, and I'm only getting 40 FPS. So there's definitely some optimization that needs to happen with this game. I guess we, as the Ark community, have been promised that it's coming with Unreal Engine 5.4, but I do not think that I should have to buy an $1,800 graphics card to play this game. Like I'm not going to spend my money on a 4090 to make that happen. Even a 4070 Super is like $1,300. So again, it plays it fine. Truth be told, I've played this on an old 4-year-old gaming laptop with a 1660 Ti in it, and it still runs. So, but I've also heard that console. I did try playing this on Xbox Game Pass, and it was ugly. I did it to create an alt character and think, hey, this would be great to have it. No, it's terrible. So those of you play on Xbox, unless you have the Series X, I think I was playing on Xbox One. More power to you, because yeah. And Valkill, I know when I do, when I have to use the laptop, it is a little rough, but it's enough to play it. It's enough to get something done that you need to get done. It's just not the best situation. But God bless those that are playing on console, because I can't play Ark with a controller. Like, I can't do it. I've tried. I have really tried to play Ark with a controller, and just the navigation through these things here, for me to be able to click and move things around and do this, and that's extremely difficult to do with a controller. And we need to use an engram, because 666 tough. There we go. Now we're at 665. I was not going to live with having engrams at 666. That meant bad stuff going to happen. We're not going to have that in our lives. That's tough. All right, we'll go to the center. Enough playing around on Scorched with this 4 people that are on here that are all in the trench. If you want to see the Power Rangers thing, I think I showed this last night. but my neighbor spent $10 on the Power Ranger skin for his dinos. So that's what they look like. I was, this is going to date me pretty hard, but I was a little, yeah, very bad. I never was into Power Rangers because that came out when I was much older, because I'm a gaming dad. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are a clear ripoff of Voltron. So when I see that thing, all I think of is Voltron. So, all right, let's go to the center. And let's see what's up there. Even now, the center servers are, well, on the event weekends, they're really full. We got lucky to get into this one, and been able to go back, back to it. I did start a new character on here, as opposed to bringing my main over because I needed to go back and forth to Scorched for Wyvern Milk. So I really don't want to take everybody's stuff, but at the same time, let's go look over here. Okay, we're doing it. Okay, we're making something. We're gonna need an RG. The person that built this is a co-worker of Valeros, and let me tell you something. It's pretty good. In fact, it is really good. Shout out Blanchard. Like, I came back, I'm like, man, this is cool. That was a really good job. What the heck is that thing? Oh, so this is some of Cindy, if you're still watching, what gives you Windows? I get 200 ping. Steam is 400 or 500 ping. I'll look at my ping. 254. Not too bad. That's weird that you get that. This is part of the Bob's Tall Tale stuff. This is a saloon table. Eventually, I think he's going to make it. Valeros is going to make the trading post kind of like a saloon with saloon doors and whatnot. So, all right, for the train track, we're going to take a little bit of this and hope that those guys don't hate me for it. So, and where do I make these train tracks at? Well, you would think it'd be in the smithy. Oh, helps to have the engram. I guess I didn't unlock that. God! Oh, that's because it's a different character. I was like, where'd all my engram points go? Like, no, it's a different character. That would be why, dummy. Okay. So, train tracks, we need just some paste and some wood, which I'm hoping that there, in some of these vaults, is a chainsaw. Roll the dice for chainsaw? No. Is there wood in here? Okay. That plays. Now we need cementing paste. And it's not a lot, so that doesn't exist. None in there either. Clearly the group here took advantage of 4x with the obsidian, so good on you, boys. Okay, sorry. Ah! Wonders never cease. There's the chainsaw. Okay, we need some chitin, because I feel bad taking the paste if they needed it. And unless they ground up something and there's paste in here, nope. But this is risky bisky, and everybody can watch me stealing everybody's stuff. Okay, let's find some chitin. Hopefully we get lucky. No. Keratin. No. Whew. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. I don't know where else they would have stuff. I didn't really look in here. Oh boy. Yikes. There's more paste. Okay, so I don't feel bad. It's 100 to make 2. So I'll just take a bit and hope no one figures it out. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right. So we got the metal on the bird and a chainsaw in hand, which should be enough to get me 400 wood, even at 1x. Actually, I need 800. But So welcome to where our little slice of heaven is on the center, and it is dope-tastic. So we're going to start the train track, I think, down here just to see how big it is, but we're going to chop down one of these trees. The redwood trees obviously give you so much more, so let's give it a go. Yeah, and the naked one-armed bandit, because I don't even, it's so broke that I didn't even get clothes on. Jeez, I don't know if I have enough gas to get to 400. No, we're over 400. 600. Can we get to 800 before the gear runs out? Oh, you're kidding. 8 short. Yeah, and now. Sorry, bird. All right, so let's see what we get here. That should be 2. 2 train tracks incoming. For the tribe on the center, I'm so sorry. This is official PvE. Sorry, Ash. This is official PvE. On the center. And I've never placed a train track before because I want to see how big they are. And I just hope my tribe mates don't get mad at me for taking a little bit of metal, a little bit of paste. But I will put the chainsaw back in the bird. To be a good guy. Good guy, Greg. Do I miss text writers? 100%. Who's this? What in the world? Who this? Tribe of Okay. Okay. So, obstructed. Oh, you might need to make a platform first. I think we need to make a platform first. That's gonna suck. No. It's in the Bob's Tall Tales stuff. Locomotive, train track. I don't know if you need to snap it to something or not. If of any unofficial PvE servers, I see kind of, I would say, advertisements for them all the time. But for me to tell you exactly which one, I don't know. We may have to use pillars and ceilings to put this up. I have never even tried this. Oh wait, hang on. So yeah, unfortunately, not off the top of our head here, or my head. So there's different types. We're going to zoom out here so you can see. So it looks like there's a two-way split. Okay, well you can't see squat there. Wood track two-way merge, three-way, short, train connector, and then wood. So it says it's obstructed, which I guess you got to put it in the air. We need to probably go up, where there's not a lot of stuff. And I think my chat, yeah, sorry. Sorry if I missed you in the chat. There's 2 going on at once, so we're dual streaming to both. But we played, Ash, we played our own servers for a while, and truth be told, it you can cheat too much. Because all it takes is that 1 minute that you're like, I'll put it on a 100x for 5 minutes here, get everything I need, or spawn into whatever dino you want, and it becomes little stuff. So let's try, I guess, you know, a smart YouTuber would do a video on this. So this is that two-way split one. Oh, hey, I saw green for a second. So yeah, apparently you just got to be flat ground, which is probably why the people put it on pillars. Oh damn, look at that. That's got fun. We better pick this up before they get pissed. So let's try a regular one. So split to regular train track. Here we go. Getting up on the bird. So that's kind of what I guess a set of train tracks looks like. And if you don't connect them, I guess that's when, oh, these were the short ones. Yeah, that makes sense. So we got to go with a wood single track. And then if you connect another one, I'm assuming that this little ending point would go away. And I just put it in the way of everything else, though. Yeah, because it seems to level out, so you might have to level it, you know, go up with it. Pretty interesting stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna put this bird back and put the train track someplace that they all will be able to find it, so they don't think I was robbing the place blind. Because I just got a text from Mrs. Rune that says help. So that means I got to cut the stream off in an hour, which is what I wanted to do anyway. So we're going to put these train tracks in here. Be a good guy, Greg. And do that. But yeah, we'll keep going with finishing off Talons tomorrow night. Hopefully Valeros can be free by the end of the week so we can do a boss fight, get the element over on Scorched, and then I will be heading off to sunny Florida, but Valeros can continue the work. God, he really did a great job on this. There's no doubt about it. This is really pretty. He did a great job. Shout out to Jackal. Shout out. Good stuff. So anyway, thanks for those that have joined us. Sorry there was like so many interruptions, and there's going to be an interruption now, but such is life. And I have to edit videos tonight, so you guys can have YouTube content to actually see. So I'm going to get that done the night before I head to bed. But Cindy C, Val Kill, hey Ash, good to see you. Brian, appreciate you coming on. Valeros, wherever he's ended up. Hopefully he's actually working, and hopefully we'll have a boss platform by tomorrow. So, hey, thanks for watching, gang. I'll be back again tomorrow night. You have my word, and we'll do a little more. Thanks. We'll see you.